And you have certainly no role to play in appointment of judges, because you will make appointments of judges like you are appointing governors today. I mean, look at the behavior of governor after governor. Look at any institution, look at election commission, look at CAG, look at any institution where government is making appointments, constitutional institutions. The worst appointments are being made today. Now, if government were to be left to appoint them, then naturally they will also fill up judiciary with not even those few people who are coming, good people, will get appointed. So I feel that I would request judiciary that it must rise to the occasion and perhaps tell government ultimately that we are the final arbiter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Dave. The bar has always taken inspiration from the courage of your convictions and your leadership. As always, you have shared with us your optimism and your faith in the system, along with your anguish when you see the system failing, when you witness an assault on the independence of the judiciary. Thank you, sir. I now invite Dr. Faizan Mustafa to kindly come.
Good morning, Honorable Justice U.U Lalit, Mr. Dave, Mr. Sondi, my senior colleague Mr. Mohan Gopal, His Lordship Justice Lokur, Justice Gupta, Professor Rajkumar, ladies and gentlemen, just after hearing three good speeches, there is hardly anything new which I may add. But it seems that the truth is somewhere in the middle. Are not our judges more jealous in protecting their power, or if you want to call it independence? There are people who have reservations about this whole word independence, than people's liberties. Long adjournments for habeas corpus, to which Mr. Dave made a reference, has become a norm. One Supreme Court bench even went to the extent of saying that don't come under Article 32. And the poor journalists remain in detention for over 2 years. Intellectuals and the civil society, in spite of its reservations to which Mr. Dave made a reference, still defended the NJC judgment. But post-NJC, collegium neither asserted its independence, nor in all cases, we have Mr. Sondi here, it really went by merit or insisted on that. Sensitive matters are not listed. There is now increasingly this opinion which is building up in the of Gujarat High Court. And he said all of them were great. And I agree with him. But none of them was appointed by collegium. They were government appointed judges. One judge from Allahabad could strike down Mrs. Gandhi's election. You have any number of judgments of government appointed judges of such a powerful Prime Minister as Mrs. Gandhi was, which were struck down. Today there are doubts, many people are already writing it, that if even Keshavananda Bharati is referred to a larger bench, one really doesn't know which way the majority will go. Or maybe they say, like many constitutional law experts have been writing, that basically there was no ratio in Keshavananda Bharati. In England, you had people like Justice Wells sitting in Lee versus Wood saying, we sit here as the servants of the Queen and Parliament. Even a man of Pandit Nehru's stature said it in the Constituent Assembly on September 10, 1949, within limits no judge and no Supreme Court can make itself a third chamber. No Supreme Court and no judiciary can stand in judgment over the sovereign will of the Parliament. If we go wrong here and there, generally we don't, but if we go wrong here and there, it can point it out. But in the ultimate analysis, where the future of the community is concerned, no judiciary come in the way. Now, if this is what Nehru is saying, let us not blame successive governments or today's government. Why governments are interested to have judges who are ideologically on the same plane? Because many people don't want to say it. Ultimately, Supreme Court decide big political questions. It is a final arbiter of all political issues. That's why Professor Bakshi said it is a center of political power, because it can influence the agenda of political action, control over which what power politics is in reality all about. And therefore they are right if they want to control judges. And Bakshi again said whether justices of the court like it or not, understand it or not, care about it or not, the plain fact remains that the court can be used for purely political ends in certain situations beyond the control of the court. Last 3 years, at least 5 times Supreme Court is hearing a matter whether Hindus are a minority. From day one, there is a consistent line of decision saying that minorities are to be decided at the level of the state. Because religious minority and linguistic minority, both the terms are coming together in Article 30, and therefore where is the controversy about it? They are a minority in number of states, forget about just Jammu and Kashmir. But newspapers and TV channels, were having huge discussions. Hindutva judgment had political implications. It gave legitimacy to certain ideology. S.R. Bomai was also a political decision. You had more riots in the Congress-ruled states than in the BJP-ruled states, yet the BJP government's dismissal was upheld by the Supreme Court